Okay, I'm going to answer these from Thursday's assignment first, and I'll take my time with these as far as go through and explain. And then I'm going to answer the Unit 1 test and Unit 2 test quickly. That way you just can check your answers so you can get those back out. Unfortunately, because there's so many students that I have between the two classes, I actually have two pre-algebra classes and then my other classes. I can't individually go through each one of you, but I can, and it'd be the same way in a classroom. If we were even at the school, I'd have to, go through the test as a whole and we'd check them individually. So that'll give you a chance, though, to see what you missed. Now, I will tell you that a couple times on the test, you copied the problem down wrong. There's a few students that copied the problem down wrong. I tried to grade it, so you may have missed it, but if you copied it down wrong and that was your problem, I didn't count off for that as long as you did it right from that point. But I will kind of caution you going forward. I can't always do that, so really be careful when you're copying down the problems. And if you have a question of one you can't see or something, just let me know, and we can go from there. So let's answer these. These are PEMDAS. Okay, so these we're going to be using PEMDAS. And so let's go through. We do the parentheses first. Okay. So that's 6 plus, and it's hard to write through a screen, so I apologize for my handwriting a little bit here. But so we do the 13 first, the parentheses, and then we're going to do the multiplication next. Okay. So that's going to be 52. And then so you add those together at the end, 58. Okay. Same thing here, and I'm going step by step, so that way you can see. Oops, this should be 12. So this is, I don't do this yet. I get 12. I'm done inside the parentheses, but now I have a multiplication and I have a subtraction. So I'm going to do the multiplication first. Okay, and then do your subtraction. Here you've got two sets of parentheses, so you're going to do each one. You can do both of them at the same time if you want to, because they're both in parentheses. You can do 18 and 3, and then you have 18 divided by 3. Okay, and then in here, you're also going to follow the order of operations. Since it's addition and subtraction, just go left to right. So 7 minus 6, 4 plus 3 is 7 minus 6 is 1. Then 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay. Then here you've got 6 here. And then you do your multiplication, 49 minus 6. Okay. And then here you're going to do your division first. 6 divided by 6 is 1. Then you just go left to right. 9 minus 7 is 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. Then in this one, you need to do the division first. Okay, so even inside of parentheses, you follow order of operations. So division's first. Okay, so I did the division, and now I just go left to right. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. And then 4 times 5 is 20. Okay. This is 20 divided by 2. So I just did each parentheses, which is 10. And then here, okay, so we're going to do this multiplication. Okay, so I did that one. And then I'm going to do this multiplication. 3 times 5 is 15. And then I just go left to right. 63 minus 7 is 56. 56 minus 15 is 41. Okay. Then here, do the parentheses. Okay. And you're done inside the parentheses. So now you're going to do the division. 16 divided by 8 is 2. And then you just go left to right. 8 minus 1 is 7. 7 minus 2 is 5. Okay, and then the distribution ones I had you do. Okay, so I'm going to do these as distribution, okay? So negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. Negative 2 times 6 is negative 12. And then negative 6 minus 12 is negative 18. Okay. If you want to check, if you want to get in the practice of checking, you could have done PIMDAS and said 9. 9 times negative 2 is negative 18. Okay, so kind of gives you both ways of doing it. So this is going to be 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times negative 4 is negative 16. 20 minus 16 is 4. Negative 5 times negative 2 is 10. Negative 5 times 3 is negative 15. And then 10 minus 15 is negative 5. Negative 3 times 6 is negative 18. Negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6. And negative 18 plus 6 is negative 12. Now, I will tell you, like on a problem like this, where you're dealing with all the negatives and everything, like I said, with these, I would actually encourage you to do it as PIMDAS, because I know it's kind of contradictory here because I'm showing you how to do it, but you need to know how to do it as far as distribution. But as you go on, it's just as easy to go 6 minus 2 is 4, and 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. So if that's how you do it to solve it, I'm okay with that. The problem comes in when we, like I said, get into where there's letters inside here and we can't do the subtraction, like if this was x minus 2, and we're going to learn why we can't do that, then you have to use distribution. So it's good practice, but like I said, if it was down to this, I would actually have you work inside first, but we're practicing distribution. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. And then negative 6 minus 12 is negative 18. It's almost the same one. Yeah, up there. Huh. I didn't plan that. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times negative 8 is negative 32. And 20 minus 32 is negative 12. Okay, so those were the assignment. And so you can go back, if you can slow those down if you want to, and go back through them, practice those. You're going to have your study guide today. But this video I wanted to make so you could have the answers going forward. And then these I'm just going to answer real quickly so that you have them and you can check. And like I said, you may want to look, if you get a different answer, you may want to look and see that you copied it down wrong or right. If you copied it right and got it wrong, then you know what you did wrong. You can kind of go through there. So I'm just going to answer these real quick. So negative 5, negative 17, you combine those, 6, 15, 7, so 45 minus 9 is 36, and the bigger one's negative, so it's negative 36. This is negative 47. I think a few missed this one. Remember, this is plus minus, so this is negative 1 minus 46, which you combine them, you get 47, and it's negative. Okay, this is negative 20. 16. Just subtract 34 from 50, switch places. 38. This becomes 38 minus 5. Remember, it's a double sign. 2 plus 2, double sign here, so you change it to 2 plus 2. This is negative 11. Combine them, it's not a double sign. So it's negative 1, negative 10, they're the same sign, combine them, you get 11, which makes it a negative 11. 1. Now I'll do this one, negative 8 plus 6. That's a double sign, so you change it. And then one's positive, one's negative, so you subtract them. 8 minus 6 is 2. The bigger number is negative, so it's negative 2. Okay, 7. This becomes 48 plus 31, which is 79. This is a positive and a negative, so you subtract them. So 41 minus 18 is 23. Okay, and the bigger number is negative, so it's negative 23. This is negative 68. Combine them. Okay. This becomes negative 1 plus 3, which is 2. This is negative 1 plus 40, which is 39. Okay. Negative 57. This is negative 58. This becomes 13 minus 29, which is 16, negative 16. This is just adding the 2, so you get 60. This is negative 76. Let's combine them. This becomes negative 12 minus 11 because it's a plus minus, double sign. So this becomes negative 23. This is 21. 17 plus 4 is 21. This one I'll do 16 minus 13, double sign, get rid of it. So 16 minus 13 is 3. 3 plus 5 is 8. This one becomes 2 plus 9 minus 8, double sign. So 11 minus 8 is 3. And this becomes 10 plus 3 plus 8, double sign, so it's 21. Okay, so that was the Unit 1 test. So you check those. And now let me do the Unit 2 test. I've got it here somewhere. It's on the back of this, yeah. Unit 2 test. So these were multiplication. So it's 20, positive, because it's a negative times a negative. This is multiplication, negative 12. This one is negative 2. 10 divided by 5 is 2. The whole thing's negative because there's one negative. Negative 12. Negative 2. I didn't plan that either. Negative 12, negative 2, negative 12, negative 2. This becomes 10. They're both negative, so it becomes positive. This is negative 18. This is 4 times 4. 4 times itself, which is 16. This is 3 times 3 times 3, okay, which is 81. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, 27. I went one too big. 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. 6 times negative 2 is negative 12. Okay. 4 times 3 is 12. This is x to the 7th. Make sure, a couple of you guys did this. I didn't count you wrong, but you just put 7. The answer is not 7. The answer is not just a 7. It's x to the 7th. So make sure you put that x there. The base has to be there. Because we're going to plug in later. That's going to be our next thing, is learning about letters. So we're going to be plugging in anything for x. And so a number actually goes there later. Okay. This is y to the 6th. Same thing. Don't just put 6. It's y to the 6th. This is 5 to the 4th. You add the 2's. Just like here, you keep the base the same and add the exponents. You keep the base the same and add the exponents. 5 to the 4th is 5 times 5. And I accepted that. If that was your answer, that's fine. But you could do it actually out, and that's 625. Okay, 625. Okay, this is 2 to the 5th. Okay, or 2 times 2, which is 4, times 2, 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32. Okay, either one of these I accepted. This is negative 8. This is y to the 13th. Okay, this would have been 16. 2 times 2. This is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. This is 15, positive. This is 4, positive. 8 divided by 2 is 4. They're both negative, so it's positive. The bonus was 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. And then negative 8 times 5 is negative 40. Okay, so very good. Go through and check those. And then your study guide will post with this as a photo attachment for this new material that we've been working on, the order of operations and distribution. And your test will be tomorrow. Okay? Thanks, guys.